everybody, Steven Lefkoff here, Lefkoff Law. I wanted to give you another legislative update on how it might affect dealers, repo, repair, auction, finance, especially perhaps finance, since last week's update was the possibility that the U.S. Congress would pass legislation that would ban or temporarily ban repossessions and debt collection. The good news is that did not happen. The CARE Act was passed late last week and into the weekend. We now have had some time to digest what it says, and it does not ban any of those things. So for finance companies and repo, it's business as usual. There is no prohibition on debt collection. There is no prohibition on repo. There is no prohibition on any of those activities. However, keep in mind, you might find delays in court if you're trying to file garnishments or other things, depending on your jurisdiction. A lot of the courts have moved to sort of emergency matters only, at least temporarily. So if you're pursuing any type of legal debt collection, you might find some delays. So what was passed? Well, the act, if you haven't heard yet, did two really major things for small business. And keep in mind, it was focused on the business side in hopes that by providing resources to businesses, those businesses will be able to retain their employees, and by retaining employees, obviously, employees will still be paid and be able to pay their bills. So rather than the flip side, which is employees don't have to pay bills or loan recipients don't have to pay loans, what they did is the reverse. They said, we're going to keep giving you money so that you can continue to pay your bills. I don't know if this is going to be the end. There may be other bills presented in the next couple of weeks that provide other loan forgiveness or other things, but for now, this is great news, and this is what we have. So back to the CARE Act. Two really important things I want to talk about, and that's the PPP loan, the paycheck, that's the paycheck loan that's provided, and that is through your bank. Okay, so any SBA-approved lender can give that loan. It can be up to $10 million, but it's based on your employee expenses, so your payroll and your rent, and a couple other, and there are other business expenses that they take into consideration. If you get the loan and you use the loan for only those expenses, it is forgivable. Now that means you don't have to pay it back. Now they are going through now the process of how the application is going to look, what information you have to provide, and all of that other stuff. That has not yet been finalized. No banks are providing these loans yet, but I do expect them in the next few days. So if you have a small business or big business banker, if you have a banking relationship with any bank, you should reach out to your banker now. Tell them that you want to be in on this program so that they can put you on the list, and that way you can go ahead and kind of fast track your way to being ready when the application comes in. I anticipate they're going to be flooded with these things. So go ahead and get yourself ready if that's what you want to do. The other option available is through the SBA, the Small Business Administration, and they have an emergency loan program that provides a loan that is not forgivable, but it's a very low interest rate. It's something like 3 to 4% interest over a very long period of time. It's 20 to 30 years, something like that. I'll have to check, but it's a long loan at very low interest. Now, the first $10,000 can be forwarded to you, can be given to you immediately, and that actually is forgivable. So what you can do is you can apply for the SBA loan, get the $10,000 up front, and then not accept any loan offer provided by the SBA, and you can actually keep that forgivable $10,000. Now, there are some nuances in the details. It's important to read and research these acts and figure out, best really to talk to your banker and see what might be available to you. But those are both possibilities. One through the bank, that's much larger and completely forgivable. The other through the Small Business Administration, that's going to be a little bit smaller and may not be forgivable, although those first 10,000 are. So that's where we are. That's the update now. When things come down the pike, I'll be sure to make a new video. But for now, it's business as usual to the best that you can. Now, keep one thing in mind. For you dealers out there worrying about how it's going right now, tax season's been delayed. The tax submissions, filings are now due July 15th. So my prediction is if you can weather this storm, summer is going to be a very, very good time to be a dealer in this industry. When tax season hits, the weather gets great. People are going to want to buy cars. So keep your head up. Keep working hard. Try and make some business. If you have some downtime now, try to improve your business and make your business better. I'm Steven Lefkoff with Lefkoff Law in Atlanta, Georgia, and I will provide another video update when it warrants. Have a good one.